Hello guys from Sairam, my name is Yadnesh and right now I'm standing at the Handuk pumping and I'm waiting for a bus which will take me to the Harishchandragad. The Harishchandragad is in the Ahmednagar district of India. It is very close to the Mahashi's Ghat. I guess we are going there from Igatpuri. So my friends will be joining at Thane. So my friends Vinay and Shen will be joining me for today's adventure. So this trek was organized by the Trek Freak, which is a trekking group. I'm going to leave their contact information in the description itself and we are going to talk about them later in this video. We reached Thane at the Teenhat Naka by 11:45 where Shivam and Vinay joined us. After taking few more stops for other trekkers to join in, we left for Patsnai. After travelling for almost all of the night, we reached the premises of the Harishchandragad and Kalsubai region. During the monsoon season, the 5 waterfalls which flow from this wall of the mountain recognize Patsnai. There are 4 to 5 trails heading up to the Harishchandragad. Today we are climbing the fort by the easiest route, that is from Patsnai. The Harishchandragad is an ancient fort located on the western ranges of Maharashtra. Remnants of the microlithic man have been discovered on the fort. The various Puranas like the Matsya Purana, Agni Purana and the Skanda Purana include many references about the Harishchandragad. The citadel of the fort is believed to be built during the era of the Kalachuri dynasty, that is during the 6th century. The tribe of the Mahadev Kodi used to rule the fort before the Mughals. Later the fort was controlled by the Mughals. On the quest of the Hindu Swarajya, the Marathas brought the fort under their control in 1747. The initial part of the trek is moderately difficult, as the trail is covered with rocks and boulders. As you can see behind me on the edge of the mountain there is this traverse, and this is the place where all the trekkers like to rest for some time. On various places alongside the trail, certain rocks have been painted with the pictures of birds, animals and the jungle. After trekking through the initial moderately harder trail, one can rest under the naturally formed shade of this traverse while observing the nearby Koladgad and the adjoining areas. While trekking, don't desecrate the place by writing your names or anyone else's name on the walls of the fort. Once that we had passed the traverse, the trail was much simpler. This here is green and down there is this waterfall. This all is dried up because we have come here in the pre-monsoon season. We are still on the way and we have been trekking for almost like half an hour. We crossed the traverse a while back and now we are, I guess, heading towards Konkankada. The 3 peaks of Harishchandragad are named Harishchandra, Taramati and Rohidas. It is believed that the Raja Harishchandra, a legendary king of the Solar dynasty who appears in several legends in holy texts such as Aittariya Brahmana, the Mahabharata, the Makarendriya Purana and the Devi Bhagavate Purana, used to stay here after he left behind his kingdom to fulfill a promise he made to the sage Vishwamitra. Now that we had climbed the Harishchandragad, we could see the Harishchandreshwar Temple. The temple is right behind us, we are very close to it and we are going to head towards Konkankada first. And once we are done there, we will explore the temple as well. By passing the Harishchandreshwar Temple, we first trekked to Konkankada so that we could better explore the temple later. The Konkankada cliff faces the west and looks down upon the Konkan. It provides a great view of the surrounding region. The cliff has an overhang. Sometimes the Indravajra phenomenon can be seen from this point. It can be only seen when there is a bit of mist in the valley and the sun is right behind the person facing the valley. Then a circular rainbow surrounding the person's shadow can be observed. We then moved to a different place to get a better view of the Konkankada. Another phenomenon that can be observed at this place is the vertical cloudburst, in which the clouds nearing the cliff get sucked into the pitfall area below and are thrown vertically into the sky, reaching more than 50 feet or 50 meters, creating the impression of a wall that is rising straight from the edge of the cliff without entering the landmass area. We were here for an hour, I guess, at the Konkankada, and we explored it pretty well. And I cannot record any more further down because I might lose my phone doing that. There are better videos you can find on YouTube if you want to see the Konkankada very well. We are now headed towards the Ganesh Caves. We are going to explore it as well. Vinay is with me. Shivam is also with me.
Finally caught up, guys.
Yeah. I did not mention that you are missing for like 2 to 4 hours. There are many caves spread out all over the Harishchandragad. Once that we had explored the Konkankada, we trekked to the Ganesh Leni. We are in the Ganesh Caves right now. The Ganesh Leni are caves in the Taramati Shikhar of the Harishchandragad. One of the caves have an 8.5 feet high god Ganesha's beautiful idol. The Ganesh Leni consists of a series of numerous caves, chambers and rooms. The lower part of the cave system consists of water storage tanks, while the upper part consists of caves, chambers and rooms meant for residing and accommodation. Some of these caves have beautiful rooms, pillars, windows and doorways, which must have been decorated using detailed sculpting and engraving. The caves on the Harishchandragad were once built with lots of effort and hard work. Seeing few of these caves desecrated and littered is a sad sight. The temperature inside the Ganesh Leni in different caves, chambers and rooms was surprisingly low. Also the stone walls felt very cold. So this seems to be a try at renovating this stuff because this is carved out of the mountain and I guess over the time this might have collapsed and someone had tried to rebuild it right recently because it is made of bricks, and there's another room here as well. So what my guess is, like observing the rooms inside, these are meant for residing. Like there was this bed-like structure inside, on which people can sleep, and the lower chambers were kind of tanks for water. Yeah, so that was maybe the use of the building. It was meant for, I guess, for devotees who might want to sleep there. After exploring the Ganesh Leni, we headed back to the Harishchandrashwar Temple premises, where we visited the Saptatirtha Pushkarni. The Saptatirtha Pushkarni is a well-built lake to the east of the Harishchandreshwar Temple. Back in the day, there were different idols of different gods in those slots in there, but they have been moved beside the temple instead because people might damage them or someone might steal them. After taking a good look at the Saptatirtha Pushkarni, we queued outside the Harishchandreshwar Temple for the darshan of God Mahadeva. Inside the temple is a very beautiful shivling of God Mahadeva. Just outside the temple is a very beautiful idol of God Nandi. Surrounding the temple are various water storage tanks. A way for the water to flow into these tanks have been carved out on the stone walls above the tank during the monsoon season. Also, surrounding the temple there are various caves, rooms and chambers. It is said that Sangdev Rishi used to meditate here in one such chamber. Amongst one such chambers, the idols from the Saptatirtha Pushkarni have been stored to avoid them getting stolen or damaged. On one side of the Harishchandragad temple, there is an idol of Lord Ganesha. Surrounding the Harishchandragad temples are many other temples like the temple of Mahavishnu, God Mahadeva, God Vittal Rakmai. The Harishchandragad temple is a marvelous example of the fine art of carving sculptures out of stone that prevailed in ancient India. Also, outside the Harishchandragad temple, there are various other temples and idols of different gods. One such temple is just opposite to the main entrance of the Harishchandragad temple. Inside the temple, there is a partially submerged shivling, and above the shivling is an idol of God Ganesha. The Harishchandragad temple is built on the origin of the river Ganga. A way is carved out of the stone under the temple for the river to flow. On the right side of the Harishchandragad temple, alongside the river Ganga, is the Kedareshwar Cave. Inside the Kedareshwar Cave is a very large and beautiful shivling. The shivling is around 5 feet high and the water surrounding it is waist deep. Surrounding the shivling were once 4 pillars to support the cave. Over the period of time, 3 of them have collapsed and 1 still remains. Some believe that the 3 broken pillars symbolize the 3 yugas, the Krita Yuga, the Tirtha Yuga and the Dwapar Yuga, which have passed away, and the 1 remaining pillar symbolizes the Kali Yuga. On the left wall of the cave, Shiv Pujan is depicted in the form of a sculpture. On the very same wall, on the right side of the sculpture is a door which leads to a room. Another interesting thing about this place is that the water seeps into the temple cave on an everyday basis. The water continues to seep in during all seasons. In the monsoon season, the Kedareshwar Cave might be inaccessible due to the flow of the river Mangal Ganga. After having the darshan of God Mahadeva in the Kedareshwar Cave, we began to climb down the fort. So we are back at the dry stream that we saw earlier, and after walking for another 5 minutes, we will be at the traverse. So we are almost done with the trek, and I'm nearing the base of the fort. You want to say hi? Behind me, as you can see, is the gate of the fort, and we just exited it. We are done with the trek. Had lots of fun. Hopefully Vinay and Shivam enjoyed as much. Got some karwandas from the Aji sitting there. They just cost us around 10 rupees per glass, so not much, and they are really sweet. They are amazing. Great. After having lunch at the base village of Pachnai, we began our journey back home. So as I told you earlier, this trek was organized by the Trek Freak Trekking Group. They are based off of Mumbai and Pune. Before this trek to Harishchandragad, I have been to Kaisubai with them, and both of these experiences have been really good for me. Volunteers are very insightful and knowledgeable, and also the trek is very well planned. They make sure that the place we are going to is not desecrated or littered by the members of the group. Going to a trek with a group is very beneficial for new trekkers because you might get lost around places like Harishchandragad or anywhere else. So the group members won't leave you behind, so you are very safe with them. And also, in case you might get injured, then they do have first aid kits with them. Thank you Vinay and Shivam for helping me make this video possible. I will be leaving my friends' Instagram IDs in the description itself. Also, Vinay has a YouTube channel named Vinay Mhatre, so check that out as well. He told me that he is going to upload videos very soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to like it and share it. Your feedback and support would be appreciated in the comments itself. And if you want to stay tuned for more such videos, make sure to subscribe as well. And thank you so much for watching again. And thank you. Om Sai Ram.